The community stood with the two North Las Vegas parents mourning the loss of their family members. Governor Sisolak was among the speakers at a vigil for the victims of a deadly crash from last Saturday. Police say 9 people were killed when a car ran a red light at Cheyenne and Commerce. 7 of them were a family loaded into one minivan. Today, the community gathered at the Martin Luther King statue at MLK and Cary to pray and offer support to everyone impacted by the tragedy.
There are people who survived, who need prayer, as well as the families, the victims. And so I felt like tonight was important for us to come together despite culture, despite faith, religion, and just be a Las Vegas community because it's needed.
The family of the victims and the crash survivors did not attend, but they did give their blessings for the vigil.
Live from that vigil happening at the MLK Jr. statue in North Las Vegas. Madison.
Yeah, tonight's vigil started at 4:30, and you can see it's still going on behind me. Governor Sisolak and Mayor Lee of North Las Vegas also spoke earlier. Today's event honoring all who were involved in the crash. Now, Minister Stretch Sanders organized this candlelight and prayer vigil as a way to unify the community. The fatal crash that occurred just last Saturday involved 15 people, many of which are still recovering. The Zacarias family, along with Tanaga Miller's family, are said to be attending. Miller was the passenger in the Dodge Challenger that was speeding. County leaders saying there's still so much that needs to be done.
And we see that while we are standing here today, people are still making decisions to break the laws that we have in place to keep our communities safe. We have an impaired driving problem, we have an excessive speeding problem, and I'm looking forward to working with our Office of Traffic Safety and others.
The vigil is set to last until 6:30, but with the amount of people showing up, there's a good chance it will last longer. Now, this vigil is open to the public, and we plan on being out here all evening, bringing you the latest with a full recap of this vigil at 11 o'clock. Reporting live, Madison Kimbrough.
Honoring the lives of 7 people lost in a deadly crash in North Las Vegas. Those memorials continued today. Kay Dimash was at a memorial service where dozens attended to support the family.
There's a lot of praying, singing, and kind words here said tonight by several members of the North Las Vegas community as they mourn the 7 who lost their lives in that tragic crash. They also took some time to uplift the survivors and their families.
Precious Lord.
Dozens of people from the North Las Vegas community gathered to mourn the lives of the family of 7 that died in the crash at Cheyenne and Commerce last weekend.
Today, we're here to pray for this family, to put our arms around them, to keep them lifted, because what happened on Cheyenne could have happened to any one of us.
Police say the driver who hit the family was going more than 100 miles per hour when he slammed into their van. Erlinda Zacharias' 4 children and 3 other family members were killed in the crash. The driver and passenger in the other vehicle also died.
When you go to their home, and before you even go through the gate, you recognize the bicycle is still laying there. All the kids' toys are still like they were. This family can't put this away yet. This has been very, very sad for them. They're not ready for closure yet. They still can't believe this has happened to them.
The parents recently ended their GoFundMe account after people from all over the world donated $300,000. Tiffany May survived the crash but is still in the hospital healing. Her family thanked the community for their support.
I want to just extend my sincere condolences to all of those that actually lost a family members, child, grandchild, nieces, nephews, brother.